Hi there, welcome to Storytime with Miss Andrea, reading on behalf of the Clearview Library District. In yoga, like in everything else in life, there has to be some rules or some agreements. So can you stand up for me, please, and we'll go over our agreements for yoga? What does glue do? It sticks. Stompin' feet, 1 and 2, stompin' feet, 1 and 2, but if my feet were covered in glue, they'd stick to the glue, my darling. Our first agreement is we'll agree to stay on our own mats. Clapping hands, 1 and 2, clapping hands, 1 and 2, but if my hands were covered in glue, they'd stick to the glue, my darling. Our second agreement is we'll agree to keep our hands to ourselves. And when our hands are at our heart like this, do you remember what that's called? It's called Namaste hands or Anjali Mudra. And Namaste is a really old word. Do you remember what it means? It means the light inside of me is also the light inside of you. What does that mean? It means we're all connected, so we should all be nice to each other. Let's have a seat in our mats and we'll get our bodies warmed up for yoga. We'll say crisscross applesauce and let's extend and stretch, extend and stretch, twist and turn, twist and turn. This is yoga. This is yoga. Om, sweet om, om, sweet om. Fantastic. Let's try that again. We'll extend and stretch, twist and turn, twist and turn. This is yoga. This is yoga. Om, sweet om, om, sweet om. Wonderful. Our book today is classic. It's by Margaret Wise Brown. Pictures are by Clement Hurd, and it's called Goodnight Moon. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon. Let's do our balloon breath. We'll put our hands on our bellies. And when we take an inhale, we're going to make our bellies really big and fill that whole balloon. And when we exhale, let it go, and we'll make our balloon small. Let's try that 3 times. Inhale, big balloon. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Fantastic. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. Let's make a moon. First, we'll make a crescent moon. So we'll have one hand out to the side and the other hand will rise over it and make a C shape, like a crescent moon. And then inhale up and exhale to the other side and make a crescent moon over here. Fantastic. Inhale up and exhale down. We'll get to our cat-cows in a second. The cat or cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. So we'll come to standing and do our chair pose. And how chair pose works is we're going to put our bums back like we're about to sit on a chair. So our knees don't go forward. Our knees stay right where they're at, over our toes. And our bums will go backwards. So sit back like you're about to sit down. Inhale up. Chair pose. Nice job. 3 little bears sitting on chairs. and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. So now we'll do our cat-cow pose. Cats and cows are best friends in yoga. So we'll start on our hands and our knees. Our wrists are underneath our shoulders, our knees are underneath our hips, and we'll inhale with a flat back. And then exhale, round your back towards the sun like a cat. Say meow. Inhale, lower your belly towards the floor, look up, say moo. Nice job. 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. And a little toy house and a young mouse. Let's come into our child's pose and be small like a mouse. So we'll start on our knees, and then we'll fold our bellies over our knees and put our hands on our feet. And now we're small and tiny like mice. Squeak, squeak. Well done. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush. And a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. What is the old lady sitting in? A rocking chair. Let's do our rock and roll pose. So we'll start sitting on our bottoms with our feet flat on the floor in front of us. We'll hug our knees to our chests and see if we can roll backwards and then roll back up to sitting. Let's try it. Roll back and then up. Roll back and then up. One more time. Roll back and then up. Fantastic. Goodnight room. Goodnight moon. Let's try our side bends again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend to one side. Make that moon shape. Inhale. Excuse me, up. Exhale, other side. Make that moon shape. COVID negative, I promise. Inhale up and down. Good night, cow, jumping over the moon. Let's do our cat-cow poses. Onto our hands and knees. Inhale with a flat back. And then exhale, round your back. Meow. And inhale, lower your belly. Look up, moo. Well done. Good night, light. And the red balloon. Let's come back to our balloon breath. Crisscross applesauce. Hand on your belly. Inhale. Big balloon. And exhale. Well done. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Forward folds are very relaxing, so let's hold on to our socks if we're wearing them, and if not, we'll do our feet. This is called staff pose or dandasana. We're sitting flat on our bottoms. We'll have our feet straight out on the floor in front of us. Straight back, inhale up, and then this is our forward fold. Exhale, see if you can reach your socks or your feet. We want to do it with a flat back, so if you need to, you can bend your legs to reach your feet. Inhale up. Let's try that again. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Fantastic. Good night, little house. Good night, little mouse. Let's come back into our child's pose or balasana and be a little mouse. Again, we're on our knees, and then we'll bend forward and grab our toes. Well done. Good night comb, and good night brush. Good night nobody. Good night mush. And good night to the old lady, whispering hush. Let's try that rock and roll pose one more time. Hug your knees to your chest, roll backwards, and up. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Fantastic. Let's do that balloon breath 2 more times. Inhale, big belly. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Fantastic. Now is a time for Shavasana, or guided meditation before bed. But before we do that, let's bring our hands to the sky. Touch your thumbs and pinkies together, say the word peace. Touch your ring finger and thumbs together, say the word begins. Touch your middle finger and thumbs together, say the word with. And your pointer and thumbs together, say the word me. It goes peace begins with me. If that's really hard, you can do this. Peace begins with me. Bring your hands on a little bit lower, say it a little bit quieter. Peace begins with me. Bring your hands on a little bit lower, say it in a whisper. Peace begins with me. Bring your hands all the way to your knees, say it silently to yourself. Bring your hands to your heart. Repeat after me. The light inside of me is also the light inside of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me today. I miss you all, and I hope to see you soon.